Hello, Taurus. Let's see what's going on with you. This is your reading for September 2024. I will talk more about the astrology of September. There's a lot going on. We have an eclipse happening. We have Uranus and Pluto in retrograde. We still have Saturn in retrograde. We got Neptune in retrograde. We've got Mars moving into Cancer, which is a big deal, asking you to take action and follow your heart. So I'll talk more about how that's going to impact you in the extended. Let's see where we're going, Taurus. What is happening for you? I saw the new life card as I was shuffling. So under here is trust. Full moon happening on the 17th. It's an eclipse in Pisces that's hitting your 11th house. You could radically change your friend circles, or something going on with you is going to shift you in the direction of a new set of friends, a new posse, a new tribe, something like that. Oh, look at you, healer. I feel like you might have been in a situation that has been very unhealthy for you for quite a long time, and it's done. We're done with that. Veiled. Okay, you've been hiding this. There's something you've been hiding for a long time. And let's see, let's use the mythic deck. I just feel like this full moon is going to activate you and sort of motivate you to move in a direction that is healthier for you, for your mindset, for everything. Okay, Taurus, let's see where we're going here. There's something going on behind the scenes. Definitely something going on behind the scenes here. All right. Underneath is the Page of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, wow, Nine of Pentacles, and the Chariot. Here we got the Moon, so I'm going to take that. So you're either dealing with someone who's telling you you're going to tell someone that they have a choice. I feel like you're moving in the direction of happiness and joy for yourself. You could be dealing with a Cancerian, a Piscean, a water sign. But there's definitely some kind of movement, the Chariot card, toward the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. It's like you've got to get your self-confidence working for you to get out of whatever has been veiled. I feel like something is super unhealthy. Okay? Some of you may be stepping into becoming healers or moving toward a healer. You're like, I can't live like this anymore. I've got to keep moving. I've got to get to something that is good for me. And you have it on your path. Something really good. Look at this. Emperor, first card out of the gate. Wheel of Fortune, Destiny and Fate, Page of Wands. So you could be in a relationship right now that's changing. So whether this means you're cycling out of it altogether, or it's getting more serious, right? You go from casually dating someone to being committed to them in some way, going from being committed to living with someone or getting married. Like there's a big change here because of some kind of choice or some kind of that's like ultimatum territory. So you might be like, listen, we're either going to move to the next stage of this relationship or I'm out. Nine of Swords. Ace of Cups. I know this has been scary. This was scary for you, I think, because here you are, Queen of Pentacles. There's something here that wasn't balanced, that was out of balance. The person that you're with or the situation that you were in, it's like somebody had a lot more than you, Six of Pentacles versus an Ace of Pentacles, but the Ace of Pentacles has a lot of potential in it. But it's just that, it's only potential. Here you are, Queen of Pentacles. And, you know, Taurus, one of the things about astrology that I really have worked with over the last few years is that if you are feeling stuck in something, or if you are feeling too much of Taurus energy, all right, we have Uranus going retrograde in your sign right now, and it's in your first house. So the first house of like who I am becoming or who people see me to be. I'm taking a risk on myself. And it's kind of like coming out of the shadows, coming out from behind another person. You might be married to someone who's kind of a big deal, or thinks they're a big deal, or somebody who like takes up a lot of oxygen in the room, and you're stepping out from that. Okay. It's sort of like you're worried because stepping away from that, there's a lot of repercussions for that. And so back to what I was starting to say, that one of the things I like the most about astrology is you pair up the signs. So your opposite sign is Scorpio. And when you have too much Taurus going on, meaning I feel like I'm holding on to something just for security or safety, you got to add a little Scorpio. And what does that mean? You got to take a risk. So the risk could be different for each one of you. The risk is I'm going to tell somebody that I'm not happy. I'm going to tell somebody that's either this way or I'm out. That I'm going to do something that's good for me. And, you can either come along or you don't have to. You're like, those are risks. Okay. I want to move forward. This is what I want. Do you want the same thing? Then if we want the same thing, then we move forward. But I feel like the message could be like, hey, I'm feeling like we might want two different things. And then explain what you want and see. Sometimes asking that question or saying that out loud is a risk. It's not even the movement of doing it. It's the act of saying it to another person that is the risk, because of this Page of Swords. So where are we going here? 3 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, and the Temperance card. Just watched Moonstruck again over the weekend. I might have seen that movie 100 times now, maybe. Anyway, the final scene in the kitchen. Of the Castorini house. I don't want to spoil it for you, but of course this is a very old movie, so I feel relatively sanguine that I won't do that. I feel like a lot of you've seen it. If you haven't seen the movie, I highly recommend it. It's Cher. It's a great movie. Nicolas Cage. Terrific movie. So at the end of the movie, Olympia Dukakis plays Cher's mother, and Cher's sitting there with her new boyfriend. The grandfather comes down or whatever, and Olympia Dukakis takes a huge risk. She knows her husband is cheating on her, and she stands up in front of the family, or she doesn't stand up. She sits there and she says, I want you to stop seeing her. And Cher's like, oh my God. And Vincent Gardenia stands up. She plays her husband, stands up, pounds on the table, and says, okay, and sits back down. And he says, it's a crazy day. I think I'm paraphrasing, but when you realize your life is built on nothing. And Olympia Dukakis says, your life is not built on nothing. Te amo. And he says, Anch'io te amo. And that's the makeup. That's the risk. She said, we're done. He knew. He understood exactly what she was saying. I want you to stop seeing her. Didn't have to like cry, scream, wail, nothing like that. And it was settled. It was a great moment. It was a great moment. That's what I feel like you're doing here. I feel like you're not going to use a lot of words. This is just you got to make a decision here. You got to make a choice. And you're saying this to this emperor. Okay. So you're basically channeling your inner Mars. That's Aries energy. And saying, look, I'm going somewhere. I'm moving forward in my life. This is the life I want to have. Do you want to have it with me? Okay, Page of Wands. The way people stay married is because they want to be married. If they don't want to be married, that's why third parties happen. That's why other things happen. They don't want to with that person, but it could be in general. Like, this is not a thing that I want to do. So some of you are finding this out because you have to be willing to have the courage to say it. I want you to stop seeing her. I want you to stop seeing her. So that's the risk that's being taken here. And I feel like it's a flyer. Like the Page of Wands is like, I'm being inspired to say something that really scares the shit out of me. And as evidenced of this, like you might be thinking about this for a long time. You might be going into your boss and saying, or not even into your boss. Yeah, you might be saying, okay, I'm going to take the business in a new direction. And everybody's like, oh my God, like if you have your own business, or you do go into a boss and say, listen, this is what I see. This is what I think would be a good thing. And that's what I want to do. So either you want me to do that or I'm out. Like it's ultimatum time. And I feel like there is some kind of running away that happens, whether you run away from doing this or the other person runs away or whatever it is. But right in the middle, over the course of this month, there's an opportunity for a new beginning. There is an opportunity here for a new beginning. Whatever that is, an opportunity for you to have a new beginning, an opportunity for us to have a new beginning, an opportunity for me to go in the direction of Archangel Michael, Sagittarius, lots of Jupiter here with Wheel of Fortune, and then this Temperance card going in a totally different direction. And Sagittarian energy, 9th house, is about adventure. Once you add, right? So across the hall, Taurus naturally rules that 2nd house of safety and security and your values. But if your values are not being experienced or not being expressed correctly in where you are, then you got to go across the hall, grab a little Scorpio, take a little risk. And if you do that, then you can move into that 9th house of expansion and adventure. So that's what's happening here. Let's keep going. I will look more deeply at the astrology and talk to you more about that. Let's see what you don't see coming. And also going to get some guidance for you as to how this plays out. All right. Link is below, Taurus. I will see you over there. All right. I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.